whoever get it first on their alert, say so. And it's gonna come like in 10 seconds. That's it. That's it. All right, man. Shalom. First and foremost, we're gonna give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, HaKadosh.
Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well, and to the other Akim that push his truth to the four corners. Keep pushing, Akim. We almost out of here, man. If you can't see it, man, that's on your body, man. Okay? But at the end of the day, it's a Wednesday night, and we actually started coming on this lesson that we're talking about on a Monday night, and Wednesday night is the part 2 of part 1, okay? So we're going to go into the script.
Coming off the Shabbat.
Hey, you're right. A few minutes ago, I don't know what time it is, but for sure, a few minutes ago was the end of the Shabbat, man. Okay, so we're coming off of the Shabbat, and in the past tense, Shabbat, it's a different pronunciation. Shabbat, shalom to you, brothers, man. But the Shabbat is actually over, okay? And we're gonna pick up where we left off, man. Okay, we're coming into the last days. We're coming into prophecy. We're coming into prophecy fulfilled. We're coming into a time where prophecy is actually the life that you're living. When you come into the financial system, when you come into spiritual understanding, when you come into the Akim, when you come into your children, when you come into your women, these are all prophetical things that we're coming into. And the only advantage that we have is what? Prophecy. But you have to believe prophecy before you start living it and walking it and using it as an advantageable tool, because that's what it actually is for the men of the Lord. Okay? What scripture we gonna bring? Oh,
I got you. Let me start here. It's Matthew 24. I'm gonna start at verse 19.
And Matthew the 24th chapter goes strictly into prophecy, and it's the bridge between the times we're living in and prophecy that we're going into.
Yep. Matthew 24, start at verse 19. And woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
Wow. So woe unto you women that are pregnant. Woe unto you women that are carrying children. And the reason it says woe unto you is because in the natural, in nature, in the times that we're living in, you're going into a time of hyperinflation. Okay? You're going into a time where the needs that you need to be met for your child is going to become way more expensive, and it's also going to actually end into what man are you dealing with? Let's just be honest, huh? If a woman wants to be taken care of, if a woman wants to be provided for, it basically goes into if she's dealing with a prophet and if she's not dealing with a prophet. Let's just be straight up honest, man. That's the times we coming into, because the scriptures clearly warn you. If you're not dealing with a prophet, and if you're coming into these times that's detrimental, these times where water is going to be scarce, where meat is going to be scarce, and more importantly than both of those things were what? The scriptures of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai is going to be scarce, because we're coming into a time where YouTube is going to be cut off, and all these other different social media platforms are going to be cut off, and the scripture is not going to flow. And the scriptures equal water. Okay? It represents life. Go ahead, huh?
Yep. And backing you up, pertaining to the scripture that we just read, woe to you that give child and suck in those days. It's been a shortage on baby formula. Esau finna hit it. Esau rolling hard. It's the Lord rolling hard, using Esau to do it though. It's a shortage on baby formula. And everywhere you look up, you see Eve being pregnant all across the board. The Lord is bringing these spirits back. Let the mothers have those children for the Lord to destroy their wicked asses. Straight up and down. Matthew 24 and 20. But pray ye that your flight be not into winter, neither on the Sabbath day. All right? So we're praying that our flight comes not in the winter when it's brick cold out there, man. Okay? Look at the movie The Road, when it was just him and his fucking son out there, man. You know how hard that is to go through,
And to sustain.
to sustain. Okay, each day by day, you gotta take a cold bath in a waterfall when it's below when it's below 0 degrees.
That passage was talking about back then, though. That's not talking about now.
Yeah,
You know, that's
but
like,
see,
they say be prepared for the winter. It was talking about back in 70 AD.
yeah,
That's
but
not,
see the Matthew 24 goes into like when the disciples asked you how was shot or what shall be the sign of these coming. It was two accounts, 70 AD and the time that we're approaching right now.
And it ultimately goes into uncertainty, all right? And that's where spirituality comes in, Akim. Spirituality supersedes uncertainty. Uncertainty goes into what? The natural. Uncertainty goes into things that can't be proven. But when you know that you're in the truth and you know that you're dealing with things of Yahweh Shemi Awashai, Yahweh Shemi Awashai, all right, you get comfort in those things. You got to precept core.
Back
Look
up.
like
A lot of events in the scriptures got like a certain rhythm to them, a certain timing,
Hey,
way that everything happens.
and look, when you look at the book of Psalms, one of my favorite books, and a lot of people's favorite books, the book of Psalms is basically a music book or what I would call a rap book. It's a lyric book, all right? You can
Psalms.
I don't care how built up you are and how scriptural you are. You can come into Psalms and learn something new every blood clot day, man. I'm telling you, bring out your precept, Darash, and break it down. You got it.
Okay, this the second Ezra 6 and 22. Yeah, I just second Ezra 6 and 22, and it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear.
And the key word is what?
Suddenly,
You got it.
right? And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Overnight.
Huh?
yes.
All right. This happened within 24 hours. All right. Just have that banking collapse that happened. Not this one. The one was one of those fucking banks.
Silicon Valley.
No, not Silicon. It was one that happened. Well, before everything happened. Yeah, it was one that happened. I don't know if it was the Bank of America or something like that. Yeah, that's what it was. The Bank of America just shut down over 24 hours flat, and everything was shut down. No transaction was being made. The money that you had in your account was lost.
Frozen.
Okay. Now you're seeing all these banks. I think it's over 182 banks that are on the downward spiral. Now they're talking about the second in 2020, 2025 or some shit like that. They're only expecting 6 major banks to still be at the top right now.
Big bank take little bank.
You're seeing Amazon saying, "Look, we're shutting down all the major retail stores." That grocery store, Kroger, shutting it down. The Lord is systematically crushing this place, man. This is the decline of America, Babylon the Great. Go ahead,
And it says, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown.
Mm-hmm.
The full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty.
Go ahead, brother.
Are you seeing that right now? All these major stores are closing down. It's all strategic.
Give us some names,
The only place that's gonna be left is Walmart, Sam's Club,
Right?
the Amazon,
Whole Foods.
It's all one system.
And they're closing a lot of Walmart.
That's that article actually came. Not to take away from the brother because I want the brother to get it because he knows what he's talking about. But the actual business, Walmart, they were saying how so many of their businesses are gonna be closed out come this time and this time. You got it, bro.
I was just saying, my mom just pulled up to me literally yesterday. She been working at Walmart for 27 years. She said she about to quit. You like, God damn. So she about to quit. You like, yeah, this is my last year.
Did you say why?
She got tired of this shit. She said she was tired of this shit.
27 years, these retirement
But the point is, what's the coincidence, bro?
Her benefits that don't add up.
Exactly.
The point is, the grinding shall cease.
I got that.
People are fucking tired.
I got one. I know what you're saying.
That's where it was all coming from. Shit like mass unemployment, and all the workload being shifted on certain workers. You getting robbed out at the job. That's systematic. It was strategic. Esau knew you'd get tired of it eventually. And he just starving you out. Now he got you to where you don't want to work no more.
Yeah.
But you got that.
All right, this Revelation 16:10. And the 5th angel poured out his vial. And word vial, you can interchange it with judgment upon the seat of the beast. And when you look up that word seat, it goes into the throne. And the seat of the beast is what? America. All right? America is the one sitting on that throne, ruling the earth, pushing her wine across the four words. Who is that sitting on the beast in Revelation the 17th chapter? That the whore that's sitting on top of the beast.
Scarlet colored beast.
The scarlet colored beast. That's America. Okay? And his kingdom was full of darkness. Now, when they say his kingdom is full of darkness, that means everything's shut down. The lights are literally going to go out. The businesses are going to go out. The hospitals are not going to be up and running. You call 911, you're going to get a busy signal or not even get nothing. All right? Everything in this place, the sold places are going to become unsown. This bitch is going to be a third world country overnight, and that's why we say it's going to be action packed. When civilization passes, falls, and society collapses, and resources are dim, scarce, what happens to the people in their land? They become chaotic. All right, they're no different than the lions on the Serengeti. All right, cool. They become violent.
Yes.
All right, they come in zombified estates. All right, men spoiling other men. All right, with their actions are going to be in their hand. Martial law.
Yes.
All right, cannibalism. All right, we got to push this. This is how the last days is going to be. All right, pandemonium, chaos.
Right, bro.
Anarchy. All
Yeah.
right, people running down cops.
Yeah.
The cops ain't running. You know how the cops be sitting in lurking places looking for somebody slipping. People gonna be looking for cops slipping.
Yeah.
Okay, because they gotta everybody gotta get their judgment.
The cops not gonna be working. They ain't gonna be cops. They ain't gonna be cops no more.
Yeah. That's why they gonna bring them UN soldiers.
That's it. Blue hats.
That show, Black Summer, when they was raiding the grocery store, the dude caught, you thought the cop was running towards them. The cop ran straight past him to get some shit on his face.
Hey, Jake took the cop in the bathroom. If I gotta use the bathroom, the cop was so weak, he took him in the bathroom, and Jake got out of the cuff and fucked him up. But like that quad brought out that word, he said, it's gonna be martial law. That word martial goes to warlike. Okay? Yeah. So this is a warlike mentality, the spirit, the time right now. The Bible deals with time. The Lord deals with a certain time. Okay?
Time of peace.
It's a time of peace.
And a time of war.
We're in that time right now.
We're in a time of war.
Right.
And repented not of their deeds. You see, all of these calamities is coming down on the nation of Israel for transgression of the Lord's law. And all these calamities is coming down on America for how they dealt treacherously with the Lord's elect. All right. And nobody's going to repent of their deeds. Okay. And they're going to blaspheme Yahweh of heaven because of the pains and the sores. And they repented out of their deeds. See, hunger is a pain. Radiation, gyrating from your body because you got a charagma in you, that's going to bring pus, sores full of pus, cancerous lesions on your ass. All right? That's the times we're living in, man. Okay? People are going to be gnawing for pain. People are going to be in derision. And guess what he said about his servants? They shall eat, and you shall be hungry. That word eat goes into more than just literally eating. All right? That goes into my servants are going to be comforted. Because guess what? Our laws teach us how to be clean and holy, right? So we're going to have more than water to drink. We're going to have water to clean our fucking bodies. You know, you go, Isaiah 4:1 instituted, you go and get you some bodies. What you got to do after that?
Wash it up.
You got to clean yourself. She got to clean herself.
Wash some sheets
so
too.
The Lord, that's right. So the Lord's going to have us with a lot of resources during the time when everybody else is in derision, man.
And it also lets you know that a lot of those sheets are not going to be clean. A lot of those sheets are going to be for Monday and Tuesday versus Wednesday and Thursday. You're going to be on the move. You're going to keep moving.
Yeah, watch the book, the movie or the book of Eli.
Huh?
They was always on the move, man. Okay? That's what a pilgrim is, man. Brother can get that in the 16th chapter. He says, make ye ready to the battle. The battle is now. It's a war. It's a war that's going on. We were talking about that before camp, going to the Renaissance period. Okay, when Esau putting up the depiction of Serapis Christos, Cesare Borgia, depicting him as a true Messiah, which is a fucking lie.
From the pits of hell.
Okay, now people believing that. We're pushing the truth right now. So that insurrection on this side is gonna force them to come in and get physical with us. So when the brother read the second of the sixth, what that was, 6 and 22, when it says the sown places, that's your New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Houston, Dallas, Miami, Florida. What's going over there in Miami, Florida right now? They're calling a halt to that spring spring break bullshit going on out there, man. The sown places shall appear unsown. Las Vegas, Nevada. They finna everything finna be shut down. America's finna be on a padlock.
Can I add on you?
Go ahead, huh?
And going into the state of Ohio, I don't know what it is about Ohio, but the Lord clearly is putting judgment and judgments upon Ohio. Y'all realize that they had a cargo shipment on the river that just got sunken, and it was full of thousands of tons and tons upon upon what would you call it? Chemicals and
they had methylene and all that shit on it, man.
I was looking for the actual name of it.
Yeah.
But it goes into things of that nature. It's poison in the waters. You can't get around it. And you had people from Ohio to test their waters online, all right, on camera. And they was like, look, we boiled the water just like the government told us to boil this water. But when you look at this here, it's nothing but film on top of the water. And that film goes into pollution, and it goes into letting you know that, look, you're a goddamn fool if you drink this goddamn water, boy.
Yeah. Hey, just like that that situation happened over there when it was in Texas when it was dark, it was winter and everything was just it was a freeze over there, everything was blacked out.
That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
Lord,
okay. I was messing with Eve out there. She was like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have to get some water out of the tub and put it on the stove and boil it. I'm like, yeah, bitch, this is what's coming down the pipe. It ain't gonna just be in Texas. This is gonna be all across the whole Babylon the Great specifically.
Down here.
That was a trial run, bro.
It's a trial one.
He could do that shit. He could freeze over the whole U.S. Out of season. It'd be the middle of fucking summer, and everything everybody freezing to death.
Yeah. Because Esau's fucking the weather pattern up right. That's why you see all these people call it strange weather patterns happening right now. A tornado just blasted over there in Mississippi, right? What it was a few days ago, whatever, like this, last week. Okay, killed over those people. It could be a lie. It may be well over 20-some fucking people. Like that fucking the earthquake over there in Turkey. Over 50,000 people dead right now, man.
That they destroy a whole town. So you know it had to be more than 26 people that got put to death over there during that tornado.
Yeah.
Heart accident.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And just to say, like the brother, like the elder Yakin I was bringing out, according to the report that just came out, Mississippi is fucked because they are the least poorest state in America, right alongside Louisiana. So when this thing hits, what we're bringing out right now, okay, action pack, this is going to be one of the centerpieces of all hell breaking loose right down here in the deep south. Period.
And if I may add, all of those things that happen in Ohio, and I don't know what it is about Ohio that the Lord is choosing to bring out judgment on. You got to understand, Ohio has a river, and the thing about a lake and a river is they're labor on there, and they're acquainted, and they're related to what other rivers that lead into oceans. So the Ohio River, it drains into the what? It drains into the Mississippi.
Let's go.
So when you see these things happening in Ohio, it's not an Ohio problem. It trickles down into every state from Ohio all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So if the negative ramifications start in Ohio, they trickle down to down here in the down south, because the Mississippi River is a main vein. It's a main
It's like the Nile River was in Egypt, huh?
It is.
It is the same thing.
Because when you're dealing with the state of, with the city of Memphis, they deal with a lot of different what you call those things? Pyramids.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And New Orleans is definitely a spiritual off-ass place. But when you're dealing with Memphis as a spiritual place, as Memphis what it was then, it clearly goes down and empties into the south.
You know, Memphis is originally from Egypt.
Yes. So you say
And that's where the pyramids come from, Elder Core. All right. And it trickles down into what? What we at right here, right now.
From the Ohio Valley all the way down the
also
south.
looks at the whole nation of America as what? Egypt. But that main waterway, that Nile, the same way that Nile was poisoned back then, and it turned into a famine, the new Nile is gonna turn into a famine.
All right.
Okay, cool.
And all these water sources are getting, like the brother brought out yesterday. What Monday? What are the chances all these trail derailments and all of these capsized boats and shit? Everybody just traveling poison. Those are the only things that want to capsize into waterways. All right, come on. It might happen once, right?
Might happen twice, huh?
You know, it's gonna happen 3-4 times.
No.
Nah. This is all by design.
Come on.
And they're poisoning the waterways on purpose. They're about to get this agenda moving. So you're not gonna water is essential to life. Okay? So this devil's about to put the squeeze on society. So you're not gonna be able to just go to your water source and live. Once you put that shit in your body, it's gonna kill you. Let me bring out this precept real fast. All right. This is Revelation 16:8. And the fourth angel poured out his vial upon the sun, and power was given to him to scorch men with fire. All right. And the Lord is doing his thing too. All right. You got Esau poisoning the water with chemicals. All right. Then the Lord, when you go look at the Colorado River over there on the west side of the United States, that's where Arizona and California gets its drinking water and this water he uses. And guess what? The Lord has been hitting them with so many droughts. The Colorado River is drying up. You know, they're having they have been scarce with water over there in the West, man. So over here in the East and the Midwest, in the Mid-East of America, the waters in the South, the waterways are getting poisoned, and over there in the West is getting dried out. All right, the Lord is about to do his thing here in America, man. Motherfuckers gonna be around here killing people, drinking blood. I'm telling you.
And let me say this about water and food. All right, and this goes out to brothers that actually fast. All right, when you realize what fasting is and you experience fasting, you realize quickly. I'm talking. It don't take 24 hours to realize that it's a difference between water and meat. It's a difference between water and flesh. Water is way more important than meat. Water is way more important than flesh as far as your body goes. Okay, you can go 30 to 60 days without flesh, but you can't go 7 days without water. And when you're dealing with Esau science, you can't go more than 3 days without water. And that's a lie. You can, but it is life threatening. You have to have a spirit with you. Look at it up.
Yeah. Bring out
that precept.
There you go.
I spoke on this is Ecclesiastes 12:3.
Yeah.
In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
Yeah. And you got the keepers of the house, beginning with what? Even J.P. Morgan. They even announced even though they're doing layoffs right now, they announced they're going to go push forward with their facial recognition and digital ID.
And the Waltons.
Okay, it said bring it out.
The Waltons,
Yeah,
which represent Walmart.
All these major corporations are doing this. It's shutting down. Facebook. Okay, what is his name? Zuckerberg.
Mark.
Fucking that devil doing mass layoffs. TikTok is going to be depleted. They're going to deplete TikTok.
ESPN too.
ESPN too. I we showed that other day. Take and say, well, what about Stephen A. Smith? Fuck Stephen A. Smith. Okay? Take the whole ESPN off.
Man, Stephen A. Smith gonna end up in a soup kitchen. When Esau is done doing what he's doing, all these so-called high-class niggas that got a lot of money, they're gonna be in the soup kitchen with the bums under the bridge, man.
Down bad. Tell them what the soup kitchen is, man.
And during the last time when the world went into a recession, depression. During the Great Depression, people didn't have any resources, so people would go to what they call soup kitchens to eat once or twice a day. All right, that's what's going to happen here in America. All right, you're gonna what you call it? That world
UBI.
Yeah.
Oh, universal basic income.
All right, that's going to be no different than a soup kitchen. You're going to eat whatever the government gives you to eat, because guess what? Especially niggas, you don't have skills to go hunt, trap.
Yes.
All right, you don't know how to filter water. You don't know how to live on the land, and this is what America does. It cripples you.
Yeah.
All right, it cripples you for being self-sufficient. All right, through its philosophies. Okay, if you go to Zimbabwe Nigeria, the Philippines,
The Senegambia.
Bangkok, China, Indonesia. Those people, they know how to live off the land. You see what I'm saying? Now them good old boys in Georgia and them coon asses in Louisiana, they know how to live off the land for the most part. Jake, the tribe of Judah, you know, they don't know how to do nothing. They are totally dependent on this system, especially the so-called black woman. You gonna get it the worst, and we can't wait. We can't wait to see that pride bow down.
And if I may add, the reason she gonna get it the worst is because she benefits the worst, or she benefits the most, and she benefits the best.
Yeah.
She puts you on child support, okay? She puts all of you guys on different levels to where you're not the man that the Lord purposely made us to be. And guess who backs her up? That beast system. And that's why we always go after that beast system. And that's why I always teach the beast system to the younger brothers that's coming in, because you have to know what gives power to your enemies, man. Okay?
Yeah. Real quick. It's from the article called Universal Basic Income.
Uh-oh.
It says the new world economy includes universal basic income and a vaccination requirement. All right? So once we
I like
go,
that.
you're not gonna be able to do nothing unless you have that
that max. That
Okay,
vaccine.
juicy juice.
Yeah, that juicy juice.
Call it something.
All right. That's gonna
And Caragna.
yeah. But that's lit, but they're setting the stage for that. This is the stage. With the banking system going into a collapse, which is all controlled, going back to what the brother was bringing out, with everything being systematically orchestrated. Okay, these food pantry places are just out of the blue, just all catching fire at one fucking time. Please, Esau, we not ignorant to your device. We know what the fuck is going on. Okay, you're shutting things down systematically in order to usher in your digital system. The digital system links with the Karagma, the MOTB. Period. It's all electric. You're going to implement the digital currency. You're going to do something drastic in the whole earth, because the New World Order is global, to cause everyone to get that Karagma. The Bible speaks about the word cause. Okay, you want to say something on that?
Yeah, I was gonna say that he's issuing some things in so he can force all things within his financial system, man. A lot of the things that's being ushered in, and a lot of things that's being forced upon the people. And we haven't come into the time when you had those 9/11 type fake false flag attacks. The things that he's doing in the times that we're living in is going to force the the people into what? Into a financial strait. It's going to force them into a way of living, and it's going to be the new world order, man.
Yeah.
You understand that? It's going to force them into serving him or into serving someone or something else. Now, the men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we understand, and we call these things from the beginning. But the people on the outside of the temple, these what you call those people? The preppers. All right, the preppers, the hardcore Christians, the commissionism types of people, the new age people, they are still going to believe things outside of Esau Edom's grasp. But when they stop getting their meals and they stop getting their water, they're gonna bend over. All right, and they're gonna bend over out of what you call it when you're forced to do something. They're gonna basically bend over out of necessity. Out of necessity. Okay? And Esau loves that. And that's why the first beginning days of Jacob's trouble are gonna be so important into the decision making of the people. Because the first 1 to 2 weeks of this thing here, some people are gonna be comfortable. Some people are going to be in the spirit of, I knew this was coming and we need this reformation. But they don't realize and they don't understand where it's going to actually go. Because where it's actually going to go is into Revelation, the 13th chapter. Okay? And they're not with it. But when it comes to the get down, they're going to get down with it because they love their children and they love their wives. You got it, Doc.
Hold on. Let me finish this. It's just gonna link right with what you're finna bring out. It says the New World economy includes the introduction of a digital currency, a universal basic income,
UBI,
vaccine requirements for travel,
the New World Order,
and the World Debt Reset Program.
the World Order.
All right, because we know what the word reset means. You crash something, and then it starts all over. That's a whole digital system. All right, making man with the machine. That's what they really want.
Yeah.
They want you to be the whole infrastructure wants you. Okay, you're not working. We're gonna let robots do this thing right now, and they want you to be the robot also. Okay, through technology.
Yeah.
All right, with brain was inserted inside of the cranium, man. Yeah, see here. All right, and Elon Musk is scheduled to do it this summer.
Okay.
All right, yeah, let that sink in.
The information of things, man.
It says a continuous clock of lockdowns will eventually lead to an international economic collapse.
And these lockdowns is not going to be like the lockdown of 2020. Now, these going to be lockdowns. Your ass caught up after curfew, you're going to get put to death or sent to a concentration camp. All right? This going to be a real lockdown.
Yeah.
Totalitarian style lockdown. Okay? If you don't abide by the rules and the regulations, you're going to get put down, beheaded, sent to a concentration camp, get water whipped, tortured. Be
labeled a terrorist.
Be deemed the enemy of the state, like the brother say. Be labeled a terrorist. The last one, that was soft porn. That was the exercise. The next one, you're going to see troops everywhere, checkpoints,
Blue hats,
MRAPs, blue hats that say UN on the top of them.
Guard,
National Guard troops. All right? You're going to have troops from China and everything over here, man.
Police officers stripping down and breaking out.
Hired henchmen, drones, and appellate helicopters flying over you. That's all you're going to hear and see the whole day and night. Eyes in the sky, birds in the sky. All right, this is what we're coming to, man. Totalitarian society governed by draconian laws, and the peoples of the earth are nothing more than slaves.
And they hungry.
Backing up the juice is all about. Because now you're seeing reports that the juice, these women can't have kids no more. This, that, and the third. They're going to control how many kids you can have, what you think, how you react to certain shit. They basically didn't set the platform for it already.
Esau did a fine fucking job to what he's doing, bro.
Excellent job.
That's talking about to the max. You get a fucking A, Esau. Okay? But with the men of the law, you get an F. All right? So it says, governments worldwide will offer citizens an alluring way out by promising to eliminate all personal debts.
Wow.
That's right. This is going to back up this precept. Revelation 13:11. And it says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. He speaks peaceably through the democratic republic system, the government system. Oh, yeah, we're watching after you. We're really doing this for your benefit. Right? That's the dream that he sells you. And he spake as a dragon. But once you see what his laws, the bills he's passing, once you really see the effects of what he's doing, he's taking your freedom away. He's taking your free will, your decision making. You just a slave. He's taking your property. He literally robbing you. Right? And it says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, ancient Rome, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. So you live in a reincarnation of the Roman Empire. You worshiping the same government, same system. Rome is falling the same way. Right? First the economy collapsed, they had all the infighting, or at least the illusion of infighting, that they're going against each other. Assassinations about to start taking place. Some of these presidents, they about to start getting whacked. And y'all people going wild out. They're polluting the water in Rome. They had lead in the water.
And even going with that boy Trump. Who we call Trump in the reincarnation now?
Nero Caesar.
All right, it's the same exact thing, and he comes from the time frame that the Blessed Brother is bringing out and teaching you people about, man. You can't get around it. You got it up.
God. And it says, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Hiroshima and Nagasaki just nuking shit. Okay, now it says, there's a point really right here.
Miracles,
even if I may add, even going back into the invasion of the modern day invasion of Iraq. man, all of those things that took Iraq and the power came from the heavens. Those were not nuclear weapons, but you had what? The different missiles that came from those Apache helicopters. You had the different missiles that came from the M16s, the F-17s, and on and on. Fire really came from heaven, man. And it was too much fire to sustain from a country that doesn't have those technological advances. You got it out.
Back in like early argument, I thought that you saw got what you call a thermobaric bomb. He could turn the air into fire. That's spiritual power. You could turn the oxygen in the air into a bomb. You wouldn't even fucking. What you gonna do about that, bro?
You can't get around it.
Hey, Esau got levels to it, like brother just brought out. That's a level, okay?
Levels to this.
In this article, it says governments worldwide, that's a new world order, not just over here in America. Governments worldwide, you even have it over there in, or what it is, over there in Sweden,
Yeah.
okay? France is lit right now.
They turned up. They turned up.
They on fucking fire right now, man.
Thousands of people in the streets protesting. Now all of that's coming to America. They over there in Israel.
Yeah,
Turned up.
Yeah, turned up.
All right?
Right.
Thousands of people in the street. And that's the thing. Here in America, in France, they don't do the gun things like they do here in America. In America, when these fucking red hats come in and to protest this time, it's going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath this time.
Right. Hey, and the brother, the head of the LA camp did a video on it. The guy and his wife on Redacted, they exposed what's coming down the pipe. A new fucking pestilence, I'm gonna say that word, is gonna hit, and it's gonna cause everything to be shut completely down. They said the stage is fucking set. Why would Bill Gates and his fucking wife get on there and say, "Oh, you didn't take this one serious, but the next one you will," with a mischievous ass smile on their face, man?
You know what this bitch did since then? She left him.
No.
It's strictly coming into prophetical times. People are abandoning their belief systems. People are abandoning the ways of the world. Go ahead,
I went to business got a counselor. Wait, are y'all really gonna do this?
And she the weaker vessel.
Bill, you're going too far. she got a whip for the agenda.
Yeah.
Bill, that's gonna be millions of people. You're gonna kill billions of people. You're going too far. I'm telling you, that's how women are. You're gonna do what?
They ain't want no butter.
And then this is what they like to hit. Jesus. Hey, she might just bump into one of the little articles or one of them plans.
Yeah.
Jesus, Bill, what is this, Bill?
I can't get down
like that lady, Catherine. Even my lady Catherine. She exposed every fucking thing they're doing, man. Gas chambers are coming back, man. We got Yakina gave us the article on that, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna get realer than what Jake think it is, man.
Can I say something on those she devils out? The difference between the devil and the she devil is this. A devil can multiply and he can be what he is anywhere in the earth. But a she devil, she's nothing without what? The devil. If a she devil gets in bed with an Israelite, her offspring is going to be Israelites. You understand what I'm saying? So she is weaker in the furtherance of the devil's agenda. So she may see things in her emotionalism as a woman comes into play, even though she's a goddamn devil, and she is. Okay? But when she separates from the devil, her purpose it changes. Because if she get with somebody outside of the devil, she becomes whatsoever he is. You see? And she's clearly separating from that devil. Because even though she's a devil, the she devil in her, it doesn't understand and it doesn't comprehend with total outright destruction because she's still a woman. A woman is a person that nurses. A woman is a person that nurtures. You see? You got it out.
Come on, man.
It says governments worldwide will offer citizens an alluring way out by promising to eliminate all personal debts, mortgages, loans, credit cards, etc. So that's a miracle what you just did. Go ahead. Hey, they're gonna eliminate allegedly promised to eliminate
Ain't no allegedly
everything.
about it,
Okay, they're gonna tell you this is what you have to do. All right, we're gonna take away everything.
Don't worry about it.
Why? Because in the world debt reset program, Klaus Schwab stated you will own nothing and be happy.
yeah.
So they're gonna postpone and eliminate, okay, all personal debt, mortgages, credit card loans. Jake, you're the one that has this already. Got fucking loans from everywhere, man.
You know what that goes into? It goes into the middle class, and the middle class is the back that's supposed to run the whole world. So these different medical, like if you want to be a doctor, you're gonna accrue medical, different, financial burdens, man. You're gonna accrue college burdens. You're gonna accrue these different debts from these different financial institutions, and that's actually set up as the way to be. But Esau understands that the time that he's coming into, at the end of the day, come, let's be real. Who does he need? He needs that middle class to usher in the times that we're coming into. So those new doctors, those new lawyers, those new teachers, those new businessmen, those new educators, what they're gonna do? They're gonna be like, look, we understand that the old way didn't work, and the old way wasn't how we should have it to be. You know what? You're middle class, but we're gonna make you upper middle class. And you know what? That taxation that we put up on you and those debts that we put up on you, we're going to forgive them. All right? Come with us. Let's make this new world. Let's make this thing right. Let's forgive our past offenses. And in the process of them forgiving those past offenses, they're gonna try to tie it into what? What they did to your ancestors, what they did to my ancestors. You understand? And they're gonna try to make this thing anew, and they're gonna try to create a new history for the for Edomites going forward, man. You got it out.
The Bible says in Psalm 49:11, their houses, they shall think that their houses shall continue forever. So they're prepping this new world. They actually they're going to get this off the ground with like you say with transhumanism, a digital currency. You're no longer a human. You're a cyborg. Yes. You're controlled by us.
Yes.
So this whole collapse of the system is to control everything that you do. So watch your ass. We did a video on the surveillance. Go check it out. Go ahead.
Yes. Get on 2 Ezra 7:43.
2 Ezra chapter 7:43, it says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
All right, the day of doom. Now let's see what this word doom says in secular definition. Doom, death, destruction, or some other terrible fate. All right, the end. Our great king is gonna get come to the planet Earth to save his people out of a time of doom, and that's what we're going into. His second coming is upon us, so we have to be preparing ourselves for the time of doom, death, destruction, a fate for the wicked. All right, and even for some of the servants of Yahweh Shema Shai, they're going to give up the ultimate sacrifice by getting beheaded. Okay, I'm gonna go to the origin of it. Okay, and it's from the Old English dam, and it means statue, judgment. All right, we're living in a time of judgment. The word doom is derived from the word judgment. Okay, of Germanic origin, from a base meaning to put in place. The Lord is using these prophecies of doom to put things in place. All right, the world is turned upside down. The foundation of the earth is out of course. So he got to come do what? Lay down law. And he's going to lay down law through what? War. All right? What Revelation the 19th chapter said our great king come to do? He's come to make war, man. So all of this doom and destruction we're talking about, hey, the end of times is going to be just what this title says. Action-packed. Hey, death, destruction,
lamentation, mourning, and woe,
blood, guts, and octane.
And it also comes, hey, and the end of the times also should come through them, the Edomites. You just said it came through the Germanic, right?
Yeah, it says.
All right. Do you realize over here in America, the majority of these Edomites come Germanic origins, open up your history books. The majority of these blue-blooded Edomites come from Germanic origins, man. Okay, and these blue-blooded Germans are going to be the ones that go to war with the Edomites over there across the seas in Russia, man. Okay, you can't get around it. You can't get around it. And a lot of the racist Edomites that we encounter, a lot of them are us.
The down south here, Billy.
Yeah.
You got it all.
The real rednecks down here in the deep south, man. They ready to go. They ready to go gun haywire on you niggas, man. On each other.
And they are niggas.
Yeah. They can't wait to blend like when Esau go in those woods and those forests. They set those watermelons up on those wherever they put them on. They wish it was you niggas' heads, man. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about one shot, one kill. That watermelon is blasted all over that field, man.
And that watermelon is supposed to be used to sustain your children, man. You're supposed to eat that, man. Man, I hate to see that shit.
Esau is flawless with the sword, man.
And that's why I said he should.
I just seen the dude Rambo, Black Rambo, shoot the watermelon. He started eating that bitch.
Because the scripture said you're gonna sin against the vegetables and the fruits of whatnot. Like a watermelon not supposed to be a goddamn target practice.
Bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh, bro, a watermelon. It only takes a few months to mature, but when it does mature, it gives off so many fucking calories and it tastes good. And I can.
Jake used to eat watermelon. We watched the movie Another 48 Hours with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy.
Go ahead.
He called him a watermelon on the fucking movie.
Did you look at this?
I'm calling you a nigga, but I'm gonna use the word watermelon. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna use these other terminologies, which are proverbs and bywords, to implement this right now.
And guess what they used to use over there in the old country? They called us eggplants. Huh?
Yeah.
Like eggplant. You heard me? Yes. Y'all got it.
Like the brother was saying, man, war has to take place for the new system, which is Yahweh Shai's kingdom, to be implemented. Not Esau's kingdom. War has to happen. There will be war on these streets. There's going to be war in the heavens. That's a video we're going to get into.
We have to.
Okay. You want to see?
I was just going to say, real order out of chaos. Mm-hmm. You see how Esau didn't use Esau to bring forth all these curses, man against a woman, this against that, this class against this class. He set it up. It'd be all fucked up. Yep. Everything fucked up. I'm gonna come back and fix it. That's gonna make me look even better. When I fix all this shit, y'all fucked up.
Yeah.
Hey, and that's why the scripture, when you go into Isaiah the 14th chapter, it says he should make himself be like the Most High, and you can clearly see Esau setting himself up to be the one that makes the problems, and then he ultimately wants to be the one to solve the problems.
Right.
But the Lord, according to what Amos the 3rd chapter and the 6th verse, it says, "Has evil happened in the city, and I'm not responsible for the most part." All of these different explosions that's happening. Why does it have to all happen among the rivers, bro? These things are programmed, and these things are prophesied to happen. You have like they just pick Ohio, and let me tell you why they pick Ohio. Because the Ohio River dumps into the Mississippi River, and the Mississippi River dumps below everything that the Ohio River floods into. Because the river goes into lakes. All the lakes up top, they dump into the Ohio River.
Through Michigan and everything.
Come on, you see?
You lose the whole thing.
And what sort of you should say? Something in the what?
Something in the waters. Hey, we just showed. Before the brother just came in, I showed a depiction of the rivers from the Ohio Valley all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico. All right. So what the brother's bringing out is strategic. It's all pre-planned. The Bible says the vision is yet for an appointed time. This is the appointed time right now for all the plagues to be sent upon Babylon the Great. Go ahead,
This is Revelation 8 and 10. A third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon a third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of water.
Ooh.
And the name of that star is called wormwood. All right, now wormwood goes into bitter. All right, now we know that ultimately is going into radiation, but look, a lot of these poisons that they're falling into the river, all right, they are cancerous, just like radioactive. You see what I'm saying? see, so these prophecies are popping off, okay? And they're going like the brother say, Mississippi, all these Ohio River, this river over here, Michigan, so on and so forth. They all go through one water source, okay? And many men died of many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. The waters are definitely getting made bitter, and it started up there in Michigan, right? Okay, and the front and that's what I wanted to get right there.
Yeah.
All right. So this is prophecy being fulfilled when we are seeing these water sources get rawed out with all these so-called accidents. These not accidents. Ain't nobody luck is that bad, man. You bringing tons and tons of radioactive waste and this, and it just so happened fall in this water source over here, this Ohio River, then it falls over here in the Idaho River. Just saying how things are happening.
Edomite's like, what did we do wrong to deserve this right here?
Can I say something on that to back y'all up? Those are the same waterways that was working right after slavery. Why they wasn't happening then? It's the times that we're coming into. And it's also, I'm going to just tell you what it's leading into. It's leading to the Revelation of 7th chapter. And it's also leading to the Apocrypha when it says, I shall bring the plagues of Egypt upon Egypt again. Again. What do you see happening in modern day regular Egypt, man? Nothing. So for these things to happen in America, it lets you know that it's spiritual Egypt, man. And if you don't get it, lay down, die, and just be acceptive of your judgment.
Man, do you know what radioactive water do to your biology? If you put that shit in your fucking system, if you drink that shit, and you know what? You don't even have to drink it. If you take a shower in that shit shit is gonna fuck over you. You will have cancer in the coming days, and there might be a fast killing cancer. You know, cancer
but they call it aggressive.
Yeah, cancer normally takes time to break down the body. Hey, this devil is doing this shit by design, man.
Shit, right.
Hey, the elder apostle got the spirit on him. He said, this is the year for all these prophecies to come to pass, man. Hey, man, these prophecies jumping off the book. All right? Though it seems like they tearing, they surely coming to pass. They moving fast, man. They happening. The banking system's collapsing at the same time. All of these brick nations. All right, want to break away from the dollar. All right. So China say, I'm gonna do it. I want to see America go fuck with China like they went and did Libya, like they did Libya and
there was 6 of them they did
in Iraq.
Yeah, 7 countries that they forced to invade. They did 6 already. Iran is next because they hold over 80% of the world's oil through the Strait of Hormuz.
And what the fuck they waiting on? They're not just gonna attack Iran because Russia has already, during the time of Ahmadinejad, that was his name.
Yeah.
Russia told we have Ahmadinejad.
Yep.
Russia said we have interest in Iran. To go in Iran is an act of war.
Yeah.
All right. So So and Syria. Russia has interest in Syria too.
Of course. Saudi Arabia.
You know what I'm saying? In Saudi Arabia,
they just link back up.
So it's
facts.
Why is America just going to bulldog Saudi Arabia? Because they got muscle behind them, man.
Come on.
They got muscle behind them. And America and the EU, they about to just say fuck it, and they going with their move. They putting things, the chess pieces on the chessboard, and they about to just go with their move. We about to be an all-out World War III, man.
You're about to, that's the whole, the Bible says the Lord of hosts, much of the hosts of the battle.
Yeah.
It's about to be, get that Revelation 17 and 16 when it speaks about the beast hating the whore.
Yeah.
It's all, the Lord is just culminating. You got to watch how the Lord works. The Lord is working in the earth.
I got to watch it.
He's culminating his work. Okay? Setting up the United Nations, okay? Europe, okay? It's always talking about Russia going against Europe, okay? NATO, all right? China invading Taiwan, Israel and Iran, okay? The diplomat over there from the United States, the ambassador told Israel, okay, you need to start making military preparations to attack the nuclear Iranian facility right now. Once they do that, it's over with.
The Kenyan president,
that's another.
All right, they weak as fuck. For him to speak against America like that, he feel he got somebody backing him up. He feel he got those that are weak.
Yeah,
say we are strong, man.
Yeah. North Korea.
Hey, we seen it. North Korea, that nigga, he ready. He been ready for some years now.
With his boosted
Yeah.
face.
Huh? He said, I'm ready. I'm
yeah.
ready to sacrifice myself to kill 10 of your guys. He ready, man.
Yeah, he ready. The whole Korean Peninsula is ready.
Yes.
Okay, China, Japan. Okay, they may be allies with America, but as soon as you attack one, it's gonna just draw in everybody. That's how America gets sucked in. It's Jeremiah 49th chapter. The least of the flock shall draw them out. America will get sucked in. When the little brother is getting his ass whooped, what happens? The big brother has to jump in and save him, man. The Lord is perfect with everything he does. So like,
Be a guard unto them. Be a guard unto them.
Hey, that's
True,
real.
the Lord got everything set up. And we're talking about Matthew 24 chapter. And Lord got everything set up the way it's looking like this summer. From the water pollution.
Can I bring this
I was looking some shit up about that. That shit's still in Ohio. It's gonna take like 90 days for that water to get.
Man, it's gonna take way more than that, man. Those are what you call.
No, I'm saying, but we only got
No,
30
go ahead,
days
brother.
left.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's cleanable.
Hey, Esau by his own decree calls it forever what? Chemicals. He calls it forever chemicals, which means what? Only the Lord can clean this thing.
Because
or only 1,000 years
to this
can
day,
clean these things up.
to this day, Esau tells you not to get the fish out of the Mississippi River. People still fish out of the Mississippi River, but he said those fish are toxic. You know what I'm saying?
The places I pull my fish from, over there in that canal around the corner from where I stay at, it's called the Devil's Bayou. He tells you don't eat of them and don't deal with them. You heard me? But my thing is this: your fast food is no cleaner. Your food that we get from Walmart and these different things are no cleaner. I understand that. You understand? And my thing also is this: if it doesn't kill the fish, why is it gonna kill me? And if I'm only limited to a lifetime in the times that we coming in, because the times that we coming in, the Lord clearly tells you this is the last time. If the fish could survive this shit, I could survive it. I'm gonna eat that shit, man. Fuck that. I can eat McDonald's, I can eat Burger King, I'm gonna eat that too.
I hope you're not eating McDonald's or Burger King.
No.
That's weird. I just heard El Pastor just said on this video about the Canada Society in April. He said, me and Pastor Boy, El Pastor Ramla, we don't eat that bullshit from McDonald's and Burger King. We eat superfoods, okay? And we've been on that as the spirit. He said that shit. Jake been on it. Now Jake may go out and get some wings, and everything like this. May put some shit on the grill. That's fine. But as far as eating that other garbage like that, no. Watch this. It's from naturalnews.com. It says toxic wastewater from East Palestine train derailment to be dumped into Baltimore. What?
What?
Yes. I can show you the article. Let me get up.
Yeah, catching the whole thing from the top to the bottom.
I ain't capping. Okay.
Bring it from
This from naturalnews.com.
Come on.
That don't make no
You understand?
That's your man.
Toxic wastewater from East Palestine train derailment to be dumped in Baltimore.
Why?
From the top to the bottom.
I know why.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
you know
on,
what? They got a chemical waste plant in Baltimore or something?
No, it's just the fact that they want to permeate it throughout the lower, what they call the lower 48.
They're gonna bring it over here and say it capsized or some fucking it got hit by a train and it's all over the. I mean, come on, you getting clumsy with this shit. So they're gonna bring it over here. Or the plane went down, whatever, or the barge that they was bringing it over capsized. Come on, it's just hey, pull something new out your playbook. You remember when LSU played Alabama around 2011, 2013 for the championship?
That was 2011.
And they just kept running the same fucking play back to back to back.
Yeah, LSU didn't get close to 50-yard line at that time.
They just kept running the same fucking play. That's what Esau doing. He running the same plays.
He's trying to be like the Lord.
Yeah,
you know the Lord does these things over and over again. Malachi 3:6 said the Lord changes not.
Yeah.
Esau wants to be the same way.
Yeah, man.
I got you right here, Kawhi. This 2 16 and verse 36 says, "Behold, the word of the Lord and receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack." Every fucking day since what what it is? What it is? What we in? What is it?
Women get-
According to the Gregorian calendar.
2023, bro.
Yeah. But I'm talking about what the month it is, so-called March. We in fucking March.
We're basically in
In
May.
the March.
April
Yeah,
now.
yeah, right, yeah, going into May.
So like I said, May,
April,
bro.
like April, yeah, April.
Hastening the day though.
Yeah,
It's spring. Just
ever since January 1st, okay, leading up to the blessed Passat, okay, shit been popping off every day. Prove me wrong. Every day is some shit going down. If you're watching, it's a train derailment. It's a boat. It's earthquakes. It's tornadoes.
A food
It's a food shortage.
getting
Okay,
blown up.
getting burned down.
I'm reading the article. They said they got 3 train derailments every day. Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about?
When our mamas and our daddies was growing up, why didn't they have them then? And y'all realize that those are the same train system. Y'all do realize that, right?
Hey, read the beginning of it again.
Con. It's 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 36. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold.
Now I want you to read the part with the plague.
I got you.
All right.
Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack.
All right. This is the word plague in Wikipedia. All right. Just in case people don't know what a plague is. You know, that's normally an ancient word. Not an ancient word, but an old English word that's not used in these modern times.
That's right,
you know what I'm
bro.
saying?
That's right.
Plague is an infectious disease caused by bacterium Yersinia pestis. That's Latin.
Right.
It don't sound good. It sounds like something to take you out.
Oh, yeah.
Some symptoms include fever, weakness, and headache. Usually this begins 1 to 7 days after exposure. Esau about to get something that's going to kill you in 2 to 3 days. All right? He's about to release something that's going to break down your biology, your anatomy at a speed that's never been seen before.
Shit is in the back. It's already in you, bro. If you
Yeah.
took that juice, you already got it.
Come on,
Whatever he say it is, you already got it.
Usually this begins, so these are the 3 forms of plague, each affecting a different part of the body and causing associated symptoms. Pneumonic plague infects the lungs, causing shortness of breath, and that's what the C19 was. That would be a pneumonic plague. All right. Coughing and chest pain. All right. That's part of the, Cavassier.
Yeah. Shortness of breath also.
Yeah. Bubonic plague affects the lymph nodes. All right.
That's heavy.
That's something like AIDS.
Yes.
All right.
The lymph nodes goes into the immunity system,
It's
and
a
the lymph
lymphatic
nodes they pull out the impurities within that infection, and that's why lymph nodes they swell
They
up.
drain shit. Yeah,
You got it, Bert. You got it.
Making them swell. So when your lymph nodes swell, that's the way the doctors know if you have
cancer.
HIV.
That shit.
And cancer. All right. And septicemic plague infects the blood and can cause tissue turn black and die. You ever seen them diseases where people bleed blood coming out their eyes and ears?
Yeah.
Ebola.
Like what?
Ebola. You see what I'm
And
saying?
the new one is
And the Lord say the plagues are drawn not.
Come on.
They're here.
Come on.
All right. They're going to overtake the land by millions and billions. Another word for plague is pestilence. Okay. And then this devil putting all these poisoners and these toxins in the waterways, and guess what he done already did? He done made what did they say? 100-something million people in America took that thing. All right.
The majority of people took it.
Yeah. So all right, that's a plague. That's a plague that you put in your in your anatomy, your biology, and it's gonna wreak havoc on all of your systems.
Unless the Lord dealing with you.
Unless the Lord dealing with you.
That's why I'm about to get to the point it's going to be spiritual, bro. Because even you look up...
It's already spiritual already,
it's going to get extra spiritual, right?
Yeah, that's it, bro.
You deal with these women that took the back. You're going to need the Lord to protect you from shit like that.
How you know Esau like that?
Because they're trying to bust us down.
Yeah, you good. We know what to do with that. But how you know Esau not is not pumping that okay, inside of anything that you eat right now? It takes a lower level of spiritual power to deal with that. The fucking shower you take in the bathtub, It's infected with all kind of fluoride. Okay, you got the crops out in these grass. That has herbicides, pesticides inside of it from chemtrails.
Who was that posted there in the WhatsApp where they was letting dead bodies dissolve in the water?
One of y'all, bro. Hey, that shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest, that shit cut the hell out of me.
Man, that shit looked like that shit was really getting done. They had the machine. You know, I should have got more in depth with it.
I got a precept too.
But hey, what's the logic behind doing that, man?
I know
this is a fucking diabolical
maniac, man.
That's the logic.
Satanic motherfucking mad scientist.
That's the logic.
He got to go.
The logic is to push the opposite thing that Yahweh Shimi Awashai pushes, and also this. Like Yahweh Shimi Awashai, he's straight up with you. He's gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. All right. And his counterpart and his other side of the slice of that bread is we're gonna trick you into these things. So Esau's logic is I'm gonna fool you into these things. But in the entertainment, I'm gonna joke about it. I'm gonna talk about it. And if you don't take it seriously, that's on you. And that's how his entertainment and that's how his belief system goes.
Hey, come on, man. I told you, even though I put science fiction on the movie, hey, I told you this was gonna happen. You didn't see the War of the Worlds.
Oh, you didn't see Songbird?
Yeah, you didn't see Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying?
Esau strategically put it in front of your fucking face. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do.
You didn't see the movie Contagion?
Yeah.
I told you what the fuck I was gonna do.
You didn't see my news articles?
Yeah.
The news articles that I didn't put no money behind.
All that lead to that movie like Bushwick and shit like that.
Come on, man.
Yeah. All that lead to it, man.
Hey, what's the name of that movie out? With the fun guy?
Yeah. Got to finish that series there too. Hey, the plays are here. The Lord said He was gonna deliver the play. He gonna deliver deliver His elect. That's a balance of it, man. When these things begin to happen upon earth, we're doing what? We're looking up. Okay, and that's another thing too. Okay, the chariots. All right.
You looking what?
This movie here is we're looking up. All right.
Esau just made a movie last year called what?
Don't look. Yeah.
Don't look up.
That's right, bro.
With Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
Huh?
Hey, beautiful. So we're looking up for our Redeemer to come and save us, man. All right. Jacob's Trouble is action packed. All right. And the height of the action packed movie will be the Lord delivering us. That's found in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Live action.
Happy ending.
Live action.
The straightness of His salvation is action packed. So far, they believe. Oh, what the fuck is that? That's action packed, man. All right. We can get a couple more.
I got one too.
We might do a part 3 on this.
I'm gonna get this one. I'll get one after you.
For real.
A trilogy.
I'm gonna get mine after you.
What comes after the trilogy?
Ain't nothing. The deliverance. The actual
on screen they called it not a dynasty. When you have a chain of stores, what do you call it? Like when you have a chain of stores.
A series.
Not a series.
You lost me a trilogy. I ain't gonna lie.
A dynasty is 4, I think.
Yes. Well, a dynasty starts at 3.
It starts at 3.
Starts at 3.
All right.
Because when the Lakers was playing, well, I ain't gonna go to that. Yeah, basketball. Kobe them had a dynasty. Jordan had a dynasty.
I'm gonna get the word.
That's fact.
Can I get this?
You got it. I'm after you.
All right. This is Ezekiel 4:13, and Darasha. This is going into what we're talking about because
franchise.
Franchise.
Franchise. That's the word.
Franchise.
My man.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what Darasha was talking about with that movie, and that movie is based on actual scientific things. Oh, you're right. I want to say things.
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Beautiful, brother. It's based on scientific knowledge because I did a video on it, and these things that they call zombies and these things that they call zombies, it goes back into scientific fact. If you look to the ant, and they got a scripture to go into that, but the ant is actually talking about being prophetical and understanding what's coming. But when you look toward the ant, those same fungal, and the key word is fungal, those same fungal things that attack that ant and turn him into something that he's naturally not, It's real. And I hope it comes to the face of the earth because these are proud Americans. And I'm going to get this Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the reason I'm bringing out Ezekiel 4 and 13 is because you have to partake into these things. You have to consume them before they're able to overtake your biological functions. And the key word is biological functions. We're not biological beings that's held by biological functions. We're spiritual, goddammit. This is Ezekiel 4 and 13. And the Lord said, even thus, you want to get this too out? Even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them.
We're gonna eat that defiled bread. We subject to these, not subject to it, but we in these poisons just like everybody else. Key example being that them chemtrails, right?
And that fungus.
Yeah, that kind of.
Everything is contaminated. It's contaminated. Why would you have a label on the fucking product that says GMO? Okay? Genetically modified. You tamper with this. Our people are so fucking stupid. They don't even look at the package.
They just pick it up.
They just pick it up.
Throw it in the basket.
And now you got cancer. Now you got diabetes.
Oh, we ain't finished with the scripture.
Go ahead.
All right. Now the things that happen to the world, we're going to be exempt from these things. Would y'all brothers agree? According to the scriptures.
Ezekiel 9.
Watch this. We are part of that number. But whoever the men of the Lord are, we can say with authority that the things that happen to the world is not going to happen to these brothers. And we're doing what those brothers are doing. And we are part of that number.
I'm saying it's about to get extra spiritual, like, because they spread these chemtrails, for example, the food we eat. They got graphene oxide in some of these foods we eat. And that was the main ingredient in that juicy juice. All right, so we've been breathing this in. It's going to be evident who the Lord dealing with.
I got you, bro.
Hey, and real quick, before you bring it out, you
got it.
The guy who exposed it, I'm glad the Spirit jumped on brothers to see that about the graphene oxide, because that's what's the detrimental in that juice, along with the hydro and everything like this. The guy who exposed it, that scientist, is dead. Well, allegedly. Okay, they found him fucking dead.
Yeah, he's more than likely dead.
Any MFer who has exposed anything that has going on this earth, okay, like we're doing right now, we know we maybe put to death for what we're doing. That's fine. We're cool with that. Okay, it will happen. That's promising, and we're fine with that. We embrace it. Bring it on.
Come on.
All right. They killed his ass. Now we have the knowledge to push forward with it. Okay, exposing and telling you people. After the effect that you took it, you fucked up. This was inside of it right now. You got some shit jumping around from this cell to that cell, hit each organ inside of your ass, and now you up here acting a goddamn fool. You don't even know why.
War happening
war inside of you.
These different synapses.
They got a sonic boom happening inside his ass. Bro.
Nah, hey, this one for whichever one of y'all want to get it because it's going into what we're talking about. Then said I, and this is a prophet speaking, Lord power. Behold, my soul have not been polluted. Now you was exposed to these things, but why are you not polluted? Because Yahweh Shimei Abishai was with you, and behind Yahweh Shimei Abishai put you behind enemy lines. You understand me? Go ahead, brother.
I got your resolution. Read Exodus 15 and 23.
Can I just finish? But no, I get mine after you get yours.
All right,
it's Exodus 15 and 23, and when they came to Myra, they could not drink of the waters of Myra, for they were bitter. Therefore, the name of it was called Myra.
All right, this talking about what happened when we came out of Egypt.
Come on.
And we came on to a city, and the waters were bitter. Keep reading.
All right, and in the times that we're living in, it's called what? It's called wormwood. Go ahead,
Verse 24, and the people...
Well, afterwards. Let me say that, afterwards.
And the people murmur against Moses, saying, what shall we drink?
All right, now get that word bitter in the Hebrew.
Damn,
that word bitter in the Hebrew. Should go on the poison.
You can't make this up.
It says Mar, H4751. It says bitterness of water or food.
Wow.
It says, or well, that's the point.
Let me see. And it also says of pain.
which goes to grievous.
All right, and it also goes in the a harlot's end of wickedness cry. All right, that don't have nothing to do with what we're looking for. All right, and when you go to the Strong's definitions, it says chaste, discontented, heavy. All right, now let me go to the root word.
Okay.
All right, and all this is nothing good. All right, and it says bitterness, bitter, and bitter. All right, and a show of bitterness. So it's just saying that the word was and the same words that are used for the Hebrew word is choler, vex, grieve. All right. So the water wasn't good for no man to drink. All right. So
Just continue.
all right. So let's see what the Lord did. Okay. Let's see what the Lord did. Go to the next verse. All right. This one's different than mine. Bear with me. Hey, go back. I don't know how to work it.
Quick
What word you want?
Go to the next verse because it's going to go into sweet. What the Lord did. All right. And this is what the Lord did. So we couldn't drink those bitter words. Like we said, we're here in America. And what are we doing? We get said defiled bread, right? So the only reason we're not dead is because the Lord is protecting us, right? So this is what he did for us in the ancient world when we came into that bitter water, all right, where no man could drink it. And he cried unto the Lord, and the Lord showed him a tree, which when he had cast into the waters were made sweet. So we could eat some shit over here that's fucked up, but when we eat it, what is the Lord gonna do? He's gonna bless it. He's gonna make it where it don't tear us up, where it don't kill us. Okay. There he made for them a statute and an ordinance that there he proved them. Okay. So when and get that word sweet and he proved them.
All right. Word sweet first.
Yeah, get the word sweet. And when it goes in, he threw the tree and he healed the waters, man. And he healed the waters for who to drink?
The elect,
the nation of Israel. All right. So he comforted us. He took care of us when we couldn't take care of ourselves. All right. And that's what he's going to do when we're talking about all these calamities, these atrocities. All right. Because we're eating bitter food, drinking bitter water. In America, water has ingredients, man.
and
so it can't be good.
And when you think that you're eating the best of the best, when you go to the Whole Foods and you're spending your hard-earned money on things that you consider clean, they're really not clean, man. But the Lord is allowing you to consume these things as a clean food, man.
All right, bring it up. Okay.
Strong's H 4985.
My fact. Strong's H 4985. It says to become sweet or pleasing.
All right, the Lord will make something that this devil has defiled on this side, and he'll clean it for us and make it pleasing. That same poisonous water that's in these waterways, if an elect man have to come up to it, he'll put the spirit on the brother, they throw a tree over there. Oh, here, look, come bless this water, and he'll make it clean and pleasing for his elect men. Mm-hmm. All right, so this devil is going to poison all the waters. And don't he got the scripture where he say you shall eat poison?
Yeah, I got it right.
Bring it out.
That's Mark 16 and 17. It says, these miraculous signs, this is an NLT, it says, these miraculous signs will accompany those who believe. They will cast out demons in my name, and they will speak in new languages. To this point, they will be able to handle snakes with safety. And if they drink anything poisonous, it won't hurt them.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why it's imperative for you to strive for the mastery.
Oh.
Strive for perfection, because guess what? For you to get through Jacob's trouble, you're going to need these extra celestial, terrestrial things to happen that standard to be lifted for us to get through it, and have the faith that it can happen. Bring it out.
All right, it says
that's the main thing about having got to believe that the Lord gonna do this, man.
Yeah.
Lord ain't gonna be fucking with nobody who ain't, you're not solely convinced that I can do this for you.
They said what was going on in ancient Egypt. Moses was the only one that had the faith. Him, Joshua, and Caleb. See, if it was up to the other Israelites, the water wouldn't have became sweet.
Yeah.
The Lord used Moses as the mediator to take care of them, man. Yeah. See, this time, this go wrong. The Lord say, look, some of y'all gonna have to believe. Fuck that first generation. No more than 2 of y'all gonna have to believe. Yeah. In fact, everybody that's over here that's in their elect number gonna have to believe.
right, bro.
Bring it out, brother.
Right? It says they will be able to place their hands on the sick and they will be healed.
All right, and hey, that's what we're thriving for. That's John the 14th chapter. All right, he said you're gonna do greater things than what I did. Okay, so we talk about all these calamities, these atrocities. These are scriptures that do what? Sustain the men of the Lord. What do he say? Comfort one another with these words.
Which
okay,
is going into Acts, what Paul spoke about, which is also able to build you up.
Yeah.
Right? Particularly talking about the brothers who just coming in, you're getting this milk and everything like this, building you up. But for the brothers who've been in, you comfort each other with these words, that's building you up.
And what the Jews say?
Faith.
Build up yourself on your most holy faith.
God.
That's what we're supposed to be doing during this grace period. Getting built up. So we're in the wilderness, we're moving as pilgrims, and we haven't had
eating anything for a while.
I thirst. All right?
Jake in the concentration camp, you've been in there for over 10 days. He hasn't eaten a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
Where's my next meal is gonna come from, Lord? The Lord will put you in a situation like that where you're gonna be tested. All right? We all gonna be tested.
And
not above measure.
And Yahweh shall turn water to wine. He said we're gonna do that. We haven't drank, so if we could turn water to wine, how much can you through spiritual powers come up on some muddy, bitter, poisonous water and pray over the water and bless the water, and what happens? It becomes
sweet,
alkaline 10.0. Come on.
Over.
Hey, look. Hey, the best water we've drunk since we've been in America.
Oh, my God.
Killing bacteria, killing fungi, killing any kind of bacteria, any kind of cancer.
The woman with the disease of blood, right?
The woman with the blood,
whenever the Lord touched her, whatever that sickness was, it got healed. Polluted water is a sickness.
Yes.
So the Lord said even the waves could listen to his command. So when you heal that water, that bacteria, them pollutants,
all that dissolve.
All that, guess what? They have to listen to the command of who?
The Holy One.
The servant of Yahweh Hashem Shai is coming in his name.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can tell the water, peace be still.
I was gonna say that.
Can you tell the pollutants, get the fuck out of here?
Yes.
Can I make a precept on that to close us out?
Go ahead.
Can you give me Colossians 1:15 now?
Who is it? The invisible.
You know what it is. You know who came up under the earth.
God, hold on, don't do it out there. Hold it. I see it right there. I see it right there. Hey, we'll come back. We'll do a part 3 on this
trilogy.
Yes, because this is actually
hey,
we're in El Paso Ariam did a video on this. I strategically remember this. It was called "The Focus is Prophecy," and prophecy brings what? Action.
We got action.
Man. We got action.
Action.
Go ahead,
This is Colossians 1:15.
And this is speaking of Yahweh Shai. All right. This is speaking of the son of Yahweh himself, our a big brother and our actual earthly father, because he was Adam. Go ahead.
Vocab, you bitch, Salakia, no hominous attack. Vocab, you demon. These are two different entities. Yahweh the Father and Yahweh Shai the Son are two different entities. All right? They are not the same entity. Yahweh created Yahweh Shai, and Yahweh Shai created everything we see, hear, smell, touch, and see.
Yahweh Shai said it himself.
Yes.
Said for the Son, John the 5th chapter. See, I can do nothing but what I see the Father do.
Yeah.
They're telling you right there is too that he's greater than me.
Vocab, you're easy. You're too easy.
That's meat potatoes with that boy.
And see, look,
that's milk.
That's milk, and he got me want to
that's
do
baby
it.
food.
Go to John 14.
No.
All right.
Finish this.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Colossians 1:15. Who is the image of the invisible power?
Yahweh Shai himself.
The firstborn of every creature.
Okay, so he was the first and the only thing that Yahweh himself made solo dolo. But everything that came after that came through him, and everything has to obey him. Whether that be germs, whether that be bacteria, whether that be a virus.
It's gonna tell you,
Yes. Go ahead.
Verse 16. For by him were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible.
And guess what? And guess what? Bacteria and viruses are nano.
That's right.
You can't see them.
See it.
You see what I'm saying?
That's why when Jake is having, a cold, or you having sex, there are, it is what it is. Jake is having sex. But every time you penetrate, okay, the tip of that rod,
something like Quran.
That's it. Every time you penetrate that woman's vaginal area, the head of that rod opens up. That's why Jake is able to accumulate that parasite, which is nothing but a fucking virus. You can't fucking see it. It goes inside, it gets into the body. Now you have something called chlamydia. You have gonorrhea. Okay, you have trichomonas, all these type of things like this. Herpes will become visible through the skin.
And the Lord created that.
These are the unseen things.
And so He gave us the power to tread on scorpions. All right, He gave us the power to tread on vipers. So we have the power to tread on diseases.
Right, bro.
What they say, things that you can't see at a molecular level.
Ain't no
Not
tech.
exactly,
Ain't no tech.
You know? But you gotta have the faith though. You have the faith.
After you get the knowledge, that's after you
Volume
get the knowledge.
We get on that volume 3.
Hey, Paul, that faith comes in after the knowledge of these things. The things that you're speaking about is that you're speaking of the knowledge of the things that we have faith in. Once you understand the knowledge and you believe it, that's where faith comes in at. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Volume 3, not a mixtape, but we're going to prophetic events that are happening currently in the earth. Elder Apostle Hart deemed this year as what? The year of all prophecies come to pass. We in prophecy mode over here, man. Come on, we're gonna do these things. Bam, they come to mind. Brothers got this. Hey, like, let's give this right here. We going with it. We on the move. Esau's on the fucking move, man.
He's a predator.
The Lord said not to give him no rest.
He a warring lion walking around seeking who he can devour. And guess what? He don't take no breaks.
That's right. Hey, the Lord don't take no rest.
Hey, what he say? That devil don't sleep unless he sees make somebody
right. He said upon his bed, he always thinking of something like this.
3 and
something
4.
wicked, man.
I got one. Mortimer. Hey, Mortimer.
Thinking this right here. You got scientists all around the world just on the movie Armageddon with Bruce Willis and Ben Affleck. He said, man, I'm sure you got guys around the world just thinking shit up. Esau just always thinking shit up, man. How to take you fucking tribes down, man. So we got to be on the move.
And he good at what he do.
Yeah, we said it earlier.
He's the father of lies.
Yes.
So the Lord, even our great king gave him his just due. He said he's the father of lies. Yeah. So ain't nobody better than him.
And what he does.
Go
ahead,
And it reads, it says, whether back in Colossians 1 and 16, it says, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers, all things were created by him and for him.
And this is going into no matter what position that they play and what molecular level that they play these things. They are all under the subjection of who? Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? Yahweh Shai himself. So if Yahweh Shai commands the HIV virus to jump out of somebody, it has to do that.
It has to go.
If you have somebody that has never walked a day in his life, never stood on his own 2 feet, and the Lord commands whatever ailment is inside of him to come out, he's going to walk.
He's going to run.
Right? Yes. Go on.
The Lord said about his men. They shall run, they shall mount up with eagles. They shall run and not be weary. What just back to what you were saying about not being able to do this.
Now you got it.
No, Jake got fucking back problems. We 30 now, late 30s and 40, early 40 years old. They got severe problems, bro. Knees and everything is just fucked up. These bodies are dead, man.
Our spirits don't match up with our back. That's it. Straight up. We're young men.
Yeah.
Spiritual. Our bodies are pieces of shit.
Hey, the Bible speaks about Yahweh Shai.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm in my prime.
Good for you. Hey, good for you, goddammit.
Hey, that's a joke. Hey, I need help. I need to how about Shem Shai straight up.
And the things that this elder brother is saying he needs help with, That's why LeBron James spends $200,000 and $300,000 on physical things to keep him going because he understands that his body is
Wearing
what
down.
is going down, man. But can we profit from things that we put into our body? Exercise, or these different. Now we follow diets because we know that it's better than the things that we were raised as. But can it ultimately save you? Can exercise ultimately save anybody up here? Can water? Why drink water? 2 gallons a day. I only deal with green vegetables. Man, it's bigger than that.
And the Lord will take your ass out just like that.
Full
You
of the
drink
greens.
all them green, eat all the green, drink all the water like that.
You'll
The
still
Lord
get-
wants that ticket.
you'll
Take
still
out.
get
Yeah,
cancer.
you still get cancer. So it's ultimately up to the Lord through prayer. Okay, we was having a dialogue before we did the video. Through prayer, for the Lord to take away and heal you of all these things, man. Okay, you can have like we talking about these diseases and take black seed oil and all these other herbs, and the Lord still won't heal your ass. It's up to Him. He says I kill, I make alive, I wound, I heal. I the Lord do all these things. Make it make sense. All right, you can take us out,
I'm
bro.
about to say I had a precept for that you pray.
Go ahead.
I ain't get it yet.
All right.
I ain't
So
get it.
you got that's it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You take us out.
We're gonna go out on this, man. All right. At the end of the
I
day,
can get it if you want me to.
we're good.
We'll say a lot.
I'm telling you to take us somewhere else. I know it will. So we're gonna end that on this, man. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai is looking for spirituality. He's not looking for carnality. Okay? Carnality goes into things that Esau can actually what's the word I'm looking for? When you can mess with something, carnality goes into things that Esau manipulate. All right? He can't manipulate anything in the spirit. The Lord is
Anything
the
that's
master.
connected to the matrix, he can manipulate.
That's right. And the Lord is the situator of all situations. He can go into the corner and he can start off, he always starts off in the spiritual and then trickles down to the corner. So we have to think about spiritual things. We can't think about money. We can't think about hyperinflation as far as it goes into our families and our natural lives. We have to go into, we are superseding these things. We are superseding HIV. We are superseding hyperinflation. We are superseding famine. We are
Not saying any of us have HIV.
now we ain't even got to explain
No,
all that.
Jake be
Yeah,
simple,
yeah,
bro. Jake be fucking simple.
We
on
clearly
that
don't have
fucking-
famine on us, and
Yeah.
we're superseding these things, okay? We're superseding thirst. We're superseding goes into a lack of faith. We're going into the spiritual, and when it trickles down into the natural, we can heal somebody that has HIV. Okay?
What you gotta touch me for?
No, because you had brought it. You know, come on. You had jumped in and you said that not talking about us, and I never was. But even when it comes into that, we can heal these things. We can teach your brother that these things is not the end all be all, even if he has it. We can go into look, man. I admit our water supply is poison coming from Ohio on down. But guess what? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to give us our own. Okay? He's going to show us the way that we supposed to be going. All we got to do is make sure that we are spiritually what? Signed, sealed, and delivered. And everybody that comes in that's under that spiritual umbrella is going to be signed, sealed, and delivered as well. Okay? So you have nothing to fear. And we're coming into a time where everybody in the earth is going to fear. But with that, until we bring out part 3 of this beautiful lesson that the Lord has bestowed upon us, and He's just using us as vessels, and we are highly accepting of what he does with us, and we thank Him for it. But we're going to give all infinite honor, praises, and glory to who? Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Harakakadash. Okay? Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Harakakadash. Am I right? And we're going to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Harakakadash. And everybody that's listening, man, take heed, understand the times that we're living in, and understand that we don't have much time. We're living in the time of Noah, okay? Matthew the 38th chapter. Man, just understand what we're in, all right? And we're just gonna say amen. And man,
Double honors to the
double
apostles.
honors. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, all right? And amen, man. Until next time.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Bible ball.
Kwame Yashala.
From Yashala.
Shalom. Makiyan.
Shalom.